What's up, Brogan?
What's up, Sailor Sky?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the big show.
Right now, we are on a sail boat.
On a vessel. On a sailing vessel.
Coming to you live.
Maritime miracle.
A maritime experience. What are we doing out here?
What are we doing? Well, it looks as though at the moment we just got a nice little light wind behind us. Got a nice little light wind behind us. We're just sailing up the Sacramento River, and we want to play a song for you guys.
I'm going to debut a new song called Skylar.
Oh, man. What is this song called? Oh, yeah. Young Dumb Fever.
Roll it.
Dope.
Well, hot damn. There it is. Hey, Logan, I just want to say, I don't think you have enough sunscreen on your face.
Yeah, you know, I have an issue with sunscreen where basically I put it on, in particular the ones that are like zinc based, the ones that are healthy for you apparently, and they just don't absorb into my skin.
Your skin isn't capable of absorbing zinc.
I get to look like a fucking moron the entire time we do this. But you know what? We're on a sailboat right now.
Yeah.
And there's a cool factor
There's
to
just
that,
not
right?
a lot of people here to see you look that way. Yeah.
No, there is.
Well, now
hopefully
now
there
the
is.
whole dang world knows you look this way. Well, it's nice. It's a little warm out here. Yeah. I'm enjoying myself. Could use a drink, but, you know, it's all right.
Yeah, this is cool. Where we were.
So let's talk a little bit about this song, maybe.
We were going to talk about this jam that we just debuted, Young Dumb Fever.
We could start all the way back from the beginning, right? This song, I think, is right around the time where you moved to LA way before I did, and then I live in LA now. But I mean, if when I think back, this was like one of the first songs that we made, pretty much from all the way from scratch together, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we'd actually, ironically enough, don't do that very often, or hadn't in the past done that very often. A lot of these songs were made sort of pieced together between the two of us in our separate studios. But this time we decided, you know what, we need to just see what it's like to make a song from scratch. We had done that a couple times previously, and it had worked out for us. So
yeah, this actually here I have a sweet little clip that I researched and pulled up on my phone. That
cool
of when we were working on the track. Check this out right here. I'm gonna play this little clip right here. What's up, boat? Jetting by. Check this out.
What's up, boat?
This is a cool scene. We basically let the camera roll while we were writing the song, and so you're hearing all these random.
Oh yes. Look at us go.
You'll hear part of it in a second. We're watching a clip right now of us kind of writing the track.
You guys, that was at my girlfriend Alex's mom's house. I was living there at the time, saving some money, getting ready to come down to La La Land, and that was in the spare bedroom. She was super generous and let me have a whole other bedroom to myself for my studio.
Yeah, there's like a segment in time where we were doing like songwriting.
Oh, look what we have
excursions.
Here. Look what we have here.
Oh my God! Bless your heart. Look.
Some flippin' margaritas. Wow. Let me get a little. Let me get a little.
This
little
is a big boy. And I'm going to dive in.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
So for all those that are only listening and can't see what's happening, margaritas just appeared in our
out of the deck of the boat, out of the hatch.
Is this a dream come true?
Is this how it always works on
yes.
boats?
In this universe, this is what happens.
In the Midi universe, drinks appear in your hand. I'm going to put it on this table. I'm going to nurse it.
Dude, now we have lyrics that have turned into reality. Anyways, what's cool with I remember when we were writing this track, we had basically done the entire thing, and then there was a point in it where we were kind of, cheersies. Cheersies.
There was take a little sip there, guys. Sorry.
There was a point in when we were writing the song where we started to kind of make fun of it with the lyric. And I remember us talking a bunch about the idea of this seems really silly. Was it the My Margarita?
I remember, I think I was, because you and I were just like beating our heads against that chorus or the words like just in general. And I remember thinking in my head, Mamacita, My Margarita. And I just laughed out loud. And you were like, dude, it made you laugh. We should probably follow that. I was like, you're right, we should. And that became the song.
There's a weird thing with that where when we're making something that's happened a couple of times where the lyric in it is insanely, it's like a huge joke and we think that is so silly sounding. We would never have that in one of our songs, but when that happens, it usually translates into it being a memorable moment.
Shit, yeah. I mean, if it's going to make us laugh, maybe it'll make someone else laugh. And I think that's the kind of music, if I'm going to make pop music or I'm going to make music that people are going to move and dance to, I'd like it to not be always so gosh dang serious. And I think that's why I like this song as well as a number of other songs that we have coming out. Because, it feels like during the process of making the lyrics and the song itself, I was able to laugh through the entire thing and just enjoy the process. As opposed to being in, like in the past, I've written other songs where it's just based purely on like negative emotion or like a relationship going sour or whatever. All the good stuff that, people sing about all the time. But
when you listen to the song now, do you think it's silly, or are you now has it become its own bit, or it's totally now its own universe?
It's still silly to me, but it's such an epic level of like silly that I want to make more of that kind of music. It's not silly. Silly's not the right word. It's lighthearted, but I mean, even if I break down the lyrics, it still has something relevant to to what I feel in my life, and so I can connect with it on a deeper level too. But I think it's silly as fuck.
Yeah, when we were listening to, when we were just kind of playing the song off our little cassette, our little dope X bass boombox that we have here, I was thinking, I was like, this is a particularly poppy sounding song for us. But I like that. Like I want to do more songs that are extremely what we like aren't used to doing. Like push it to like, let's do the fastest song we've ever done. Let's do the hardest song. Let's do the most like.
Yeah. And that's something you and I have been talking a lot about for, I would say, probably the last couple of years now, is just trying to set these achievements for ourselves, these milestones. And I think this song was one where we reached that point where we were like, we're not taking ourselves too seriously, and the lyrics are there to truly be enjoyed, like truly make you happy, truly make you feel something good. It's not always the way I feel like, at least in my songwriting, oftentimes I feel more poised to write things that make me, that I'm sad about maybe, or feeling blue.
Well, there's like,
inside.
It's like finding a particular emotion that you can, or like a feeling that you can tap into, and sometimes the more bold that it is, the more honest it can be, and so it can be. It's more, you have to put yourself out there, and be more allowing to get slammed for someone not liking it, which is a good thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's good. I think just in general for my overall mental health, you know, to not just always be writing from the perspective of, which I've been doing this since I was a fucking kid. I don't know. There's the kind of music I listened to growing up, listening to metal, punk, and then like emo, fucking screamo, pop punk, all that stuff. It's like I kind of had like tattooed in my brain a certain way of writing music, and I feel like this song, as well as like I said earlier, a few of our other ones, sort of pushed that boundary, if you know what I mean. Like pushed me to this new place of songwriting. Yeah. What do you think? Do you think it's silly? Do you think how does the song affect you?
No,
when you listen
I don't
to
think
it?
so. I think it's sometimes. I think it's obviously having like a particular lyrics that are more bold. Like, I mean, is it bold to us? It felt like that, where we literally talked about it being, is this too silly?
Yeah.
And we're like, no.
Spanish speakers gonna think we're dicks.
We're like, this song should try to be one that is that, or not try to be, but hopefully this song would be used in like Margaritaville or some type of thing like that, and have people just laugh about it. It's so funny. I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, that would be funny. Have a little Jose Cuervo sponsorship. Jose Cuervo. If you're listening, you're not my favorite tequila, but you could become my favorite tequila very quickly.
If you paid us a lot of money to say that. Just kidding.
You know where to find us. We're on the Sacramento River.
So I have a little nugget of a story with that, with Young Dumb Fever, that I think is kind of cool. In that,
all right,
when the song, I remember when there was a night, like you were coming down to LA to work on, we were going to write something or do something, and we kind of had this idea that let's not, which we're still always figuring out, but that we weren't going to try to make things independently and have them too far along while we present to the other person. We're going to basically, if we're making a song, we're going to show up and we're going to kind of like let an idea happen together. And so then one night I was thinking before you came down, I was like, oh, it'd be sweet to do, I would love to make just a little ditty on the couch right now, a little chord progression, a little vibe. Maybe, I think it was like Fatboy Slim inspired. And so I put a little chord progression together, and we can actually use it that time. I said that to you, and we're like, no, okay, let's not do that right now. Let's save that for another time.
We had been so adamant about not doing that anymore, because for years, like you just said, what's up, bros?
We got a boat.
We had been talking for a long time, because the process for many years was that you would make an instrumental, send it to me, and I would top line on it, or I would make an instrumental.
What does top line mean to you?
Top lining. If anybody out there doesn't know, top lining, it means just writing a song on top of a track that already exists. So I would top line on your track, or I would make an instrumental roughly, top line on it, send it to you, and then we would work it out together regardless of which one we did. In this case, we were like, no more of that. We're gonna make this thing from the ground up together. So I remember that. I remember when you came to me with that progression, and I was like, yeah, it's cool, I like it, but I'd like to start from scratch. And
I didn't even show it to you then. We just didn't even go into it. Or no, maybe.
I think you showed me a little bit
maybe.
of it. I don't remember.
But I thought what I thought was cool was that before you came, and I was like, it was very basic and shitty sounding, and I was like, I think this is really tight, but we ended up not using it. But then when we did decide to use it on a different songwriting trip, it's like the initial feeling that I had about it. I'm like, this is something that seems like it would be cool to use, when you did start writing on it, it came very quickly to be able to write something easy on it. I was like, okay,
Sure.
that did work. That was something that was cool to bring to the table for you to. There was a little, I think, the progression that happens in the the Young Dumb Fever part. There's like the little chords there.
There's like 2 chords in the song until you get to the post-chorus section. It's just da 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 da, and then the pre-chorus you go da da da. I remember that. That was cool. I liked how it was the same. Yeah, there's obviously some leading. Yeah, but
that little bit.
I remember that. I remember hearing that and thinking, yeah, I could write some shit on that for sure.
Well, that's having those little bits that allow you to kind of jump off super quick and just jump into, because oftentimes when we've tried making something from the beginning, it becomes too much about the track than not allowing the vocals to flow out.
Sure,
and it's like it doesn't allow for the access into the vocalness.
Too many layers to the track, making it harder to be fluent or inspired with the song on top of it. Yeah. Put words on it. By the way, I just thought I'd throw this out there. Logan is drinking his margarita a lot faster than me. This is not surprising though. I have to say, Logan, of anybody I've ever known in my entire life, eats so much faster than your average human.
Yeah.
I would say you probably you put down an entire, like, we can go out to a restaurant and like order drinks and all this shit, and we have some chips and salsa or whatever.
Yes.
And you put a big ass plate of food in front of Logan, and by the time I've had like one tamale or one piece of my meal, his whole entire fucking meal is gone.
Yes.
Yeah, and you're just like, it's gone. You just like it's like you breathed it in.
It's oftentimes.
What is that about, Logan?
It's oftentimes that I look around and say, "Oh shit, I'm at a different rate than everybody else."
Does that happen? Do you notice that sometimes?
Oh, every time.
Yeah.
It's because I just want to eat unlimited food. I want to eat until it pains me.
But that's fine. I think a lot of people. I
I
think
reach for my
most
drink.
people like to eat unlimited amounts of food, but not very many people in the world eat it as quickly as you do.
Yes. No. This situation with the drink, I've had almost twice as much as you so far.
I think like the flavor. I think it's delicious.
Okay, a margarita is particularly sweet, and I'm a sweet guy. I love salty too, but sweet, holy hell. We have Swedish fish that we got at the store on the way here.
Oh, more Swedish fish.
We got some yesterday too.
Yeah, we should be sponsored by Swedish Fish by now, or whoever the company that owns the company that owns the company.
Dude, I love the Swedish fish.
You know, I just had to say, I thought that was a very interesting thing when I first met you. It was like about a year in that I noticed this guy eats so fucking fast.
Yeah, no, I devour, and I have a buddy.
Have you been doing that since you were a kid?
I've only noticed it in the last 10 years or so that I eat faster than anybody else.
Yeah.
It's not on purpose. I just gobble it up. But it's funny because Danny, our friend Danny,
Which one? Which
Danny Pasco. He will sit and he will just close his lips so tight and just munch. He will turn that food into a smoothie before it's going down.
Into baby food.
Into baby food. He turns it, which is the way
purees it in his mouth.
Which is the way that he should be doing that.
Yeah, I guess that's good for your digestive
Absolutely.
system. That seems like something Danny would be occupied with. It's like, you know what? No, that you got to chew it to this degree because it goes down your esophagus, your digestive tract. It keeps you healthy, young, and vibrant. Come on, guys!
It's.
God bless that boy. I love him.
I wish I could do that, but I can't. And so I have
a problem with that too. When I was a kid, my parents actually had to make me chew my food more because I was getting constipated. They used to give me enemas, just like the Blink-182 song. Yeah, just like the album. I used to have to get enemas as a kid because I wouldn't chew my food. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You'd find like a microphone inside of you or random objects.
Yeah, I found my destiny inside me.
Found a battery or something. Just all kind of came in.
Man, yeah, I don't know. I was a young one. I was a young little boy, but now I chew my food pretty well. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to catch up with you though.
Yeah, I can't.
No doubt about that.
I can't.
Turn us about. Captain.
We're turning around and we're cruising in a different direction. Glorious. Glory days await.
That's right. Have you ever been on a sailboat before?
Yeah, my Nana, I've gone on sailboats with her, and I've gone with some family friends and stuff. I was getting lightly sick a little bit ago,
Oh,
but I'm
that's
cool
right.
now. We're cruising. We're just moving
What
along.
does seasickness feel like? I've never had it before.
It just feels like I may throw up shortly.
Just throw up? There's like, do you get discomfort in your muscles? Is there like
No.
any like running nose or any of that kind of shit?
Oh, I haven't noticed that.
You know, just straight up like I'm about to chuck this out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you've done a good job.
Yeah, no,
You stayed true. You held fast.
We've been cruising. We had a couple stories from this day that are okay. Something that happened right before we started recording this.
Okay, yeah, we should probably talk about this.
We should talk about this. We have to because
You go ahead. I'm gonna use these binoculars real quick.
because there's blood all on the back of the sailboat, and Egan, our eye in the sky. Let me ask him about this.
Yeah,
Hold
maybe
on.
he can respond. I don't know if he's too injured to respond.
Egan, we are just talking right now about your incident that happened earlier when the drone sliced both of your fingers when we were trying to land it on the boat. How are you doing right now? And God bless you.
And how much is the medical bill?
Oh, wait. And how much is the medical bill?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Another drone's coming in.
Well, he just revealed that we've got a dual drone situation. I like it. I hope you
Sorry,
guys.
we actually have a lot of drones. We have like 100 drones. We have a 100 drone army. Just constantly flying in all over the place.
Drone army.
How many drones do you think we could? What's the maximum amount of drones before it's just like cumbersome? Like we're just, it's not useful anymore to have this many drones. Like we have two
There's
right
no
now, which is
limit.
nice.
So if you can't see us right now, which you should be looking at us, but we got some landscapes and we have some glorious visuals to represent this conversation.
Yeah, it's not too shabby. It's not gross.
Dude, my sunscreen that I have that's smearing my face is running into my eyeballs, and I'm like crying right now.
Oh my goodness, your eyeball. It's puffing up. It's like a little strawberry.
Okay, I had a question that I thought of earlier. When we were talking about songwriting. What's your favorite part of the process while creating a song? We got a boat coming up.
My favorite part, that is a very easy question to answer, is the very first part. My favorite part of the songwriting process, I think, is when, and this is something that I've had to learn over the decade plus years of trying to learn how to write music, is when the track is fresh and I'm not familiar with it. I'm yelling into the mic because there's a lot of noise around us right now. When the track is fresh and there's not a whole lot of, I haven't had a whole lot of exposure to it. And this can only happen a couple ways. This can either be Logan sends me something, right, that he made super fast and I've never heard it before, and I can write a song on it within literally like 45 minutes to an hour. That is such a good place to be. If I make a track, it usually takes me a long time. I'm kind of a slower track builder, so when I make a track, it takes me a little longer. And the problem with that is that I'm overexposed to that instrumental, right? So now I've got all these older iterations and older versions of the track, and like all these different songs that I've tried already. And at that point, I'm basically useless as a songwriter. So I have to wait like 2 months. I have to like put that thing away, bury it basically, and then come back to it and hope that it's fresh again, right? Because that's what happens to me typically is I'll forget about it and then I'll come back and it's fresh again.
Sure.
But that's my favorite thing. I think the writing process, the quick like initial first burst of it is usually the best part. Sometimes it's the shittiest part. Sometimes if I'm just not like able to connect somehow, I get really pissed at myself. I go through these whole like cycles of like, I get really excited and then I get really depressed and then I want to fix it. I'm like, okay, no, get over your depression. Go for a run. I come back home, fucking try again. Not connecting. Smoke some weed. Not connecting. Drink a couple glasses of wine. Now I'm drunk. Useless. Falling into a sinkhole. And it's just not going to happen. So anyways, that's basically what I love most about the process is the, if I'm going through something or I have something I want to say, or there's like a lyric, or sometimes in my phone I'll have I have probably gigabytes now worth of just song titles or song primers, just like one line, one sentence, and I get to go through that. It's like my ammunition. I get to go through that and find something. I love that process a lot.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you? What's your favorite process?
My favorite process in a song is absolutely the beginning part. And we were like Young Dumb Fever is a song that came about from us trying a different process. I remember when you were coming down to LA, when we were starting to work on songs that were older songs of ours and trying to finish them, and then one day we're like, dude, fuck this. Let's see if we can create something brand new right now and see it all the way through as far as we can. And we started to get in that rhythm for the a handful of months where we could just pump out an entire idea very fast. And Young Dumb Fever was one of those tracks that we were able to basically create almost the entire thing in 2 days, which was a big deal for us.
Almost, I think, if I'm not mistaken, almost every song we've written over the past, I don't know, what has it been, in this new phase of our life. Oh, getting some turbulence. Some turbulence. There's this new part of our life where, or this new phase that we're in, where we try to make things as quickly as possible. I feel like everything we've made since we started trying to do that has kind of worked that way. Not completely. Not every song.
We have. I wouldn't say failed, but we have written things that we're like, fuck, this is just not happening.
It's garbage.
Yeah,
it's garbage. At least to us. My mom doesn't think so. Almost ever. So,
oops.
It's questionable whether it's garbage or not. Uh-oh, did we just lose something?
No, I just dropped my phone on the ground.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, so you enjoy the beginning, I enjoy the beginning. I think probably my least favorite part
is trying to rework something that's already there.
Oh, well, yes. Okay, so that if that starts to happen, I think you and I have come to this point where we have to I don't know. That's
take a gun out and shoot
ourselves.
That's
a razor's edge right there. That's a very delicate balance where we have to be careful not to spend too much time doing that. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
If we can't immediately come up with something, forcing it's usually not the right way to go. But if that is obviously the worst. I think say things go well, right? Like the song fits, the track's sounding good. We take it all through the pipeline of production. I think my least favorite part is just the slow back and forth of just finalization. I think wanting it to be done, wanting to be away from it, because we usually have spent some time with it at that point. I'm tired of it. It's like just having to listen. Okay, it's fresh. Okay, I got to listen to it again. It's fresh. It's not fresh, but I got to make it feel fresh.
Yeah, we have some friends that are in LA that have made some amazing music over the last years that is kind of big giant hit songs. And I remember I was talking with one of the dudes of that little crew and asking him, how do you guys make songs, or how long does it take? And he was like, oh, it's like maybe like 2 days, maybe 3 at the most, and then it's done. I was like, what are you talking about?
Then we go get on our jet skis and get drunk and wasted and spend lots of money. It's amazing.
I was like, and honestly, hearing that conversation helped a lot, I think, in triggering us to say, how can we make songs and see them all the way through in the shortest amount of time possible? I mean, we've done that with a bunch of them. This song is like a highlight of that process.
Yeah,
absolutely.
One of the first attempts. And actually, no, it's not one of the first attempts. I think we have done this way back in the day, making songs and doing it together and stuff. So, yeah, very proud of this little baby.
I have a cool other clip on my phone that I don't think you know that I was even recording, but when we were doing the vocals to this song, I have a clip of you recording the vocals, which is tight. Check us out. No, it's just you recording. Like, the verse of the song. I'm sitting in front of Skylar and loop record that baby. Yeah, a little verse section.
I love technology. Because I'm like I don't know, people ask me sometimes, like, do you think you're a good singer? And I'm like, I think I'm a good singer. I think I'm more of just like an overall artist, musician guy. I could sing, but because of loop recording, because of playlisting.
What is loop recording?
Oh man, loop recording. Yeah, we probably should jump in a little bit about that. If you don't know, we record all our stuff into the computer, right? We use Pro Tools. There's a microphone going into the computer. So there's a bunch of math that happens in between that we won't get into, but we record into it, and it looping basically means it never stops. It plays one section over and over and over and over again until I sing it right.
You can basically just let it record and give your best at it, and then kind of compile a take that is the ultimate take of you singing, either singing a part, playing a guitar part, playing a drum part, anything. But it allows you to kind of, I look at it as being a way to put your best foot forward and then basically create a version. We learned this from this producer named John King that we worked with.
Yeah, we stole this
a while ago. This guy that we had this
one half of the Dust Brothers.
Yeah, we had
John.
We had this opportunity to work with this guy he was an amazing guy, and he was like produced stuff for Tenacious D and Beck and the Beastie Boys and all these amazing artists. And we got to work with this dude, and I think that was the biggest takeaway, was learning how to do this loop record thing, where we watched him do it, That's what we got. That's the cool thing about working with other people, other than between us, because you'll take these little magic moments of, oh, that's a cool way of treating the process of creating something, right?
Right. It's hard when you're in a little bit of a vacuum to expand your production ability, because for years it was just like, that didn't work. Do it again. We'd be in the studio. You'd be on the other side of the room. You'd be in the control room, talking to me. I'm on the microphone. You're like, okay, let's do it again. Let's get this again. Let's get this again. And let's get this. It would take hours.
But there was something good about that too, I think.
No, absolutely. There was absolutely something to be said about that and getting, the right take fluidly all the way through. But it's also just kind of nice to be able to take like a little bit of this one, a little bit of this one, a little bit of this one, combine them all together and make the perfect vocal take. I like it. I mean, it takes a lot of stress off of me.
Yeah, it's nice.
I'm no Michael Jackson, so.
No, but I think the thing that's cool, like some of our favorite singers are not necessarily ones that are the most. It's not necessarily like Adele, but what it is it's being able to capture a particular feeling. Skylar and I grew up listening to Blink-182. I started playing drums because of Travis Barker when I was in 6th grade,
right. And I started playing drums because of Travis Barker too.
Yeah, and Tom's a perfect example. Tom DeLonge's the singer of Blink-182, and the thing about him is at least him working with a particular producer, Jerry Finn, were able to create a particular sound that was so uniquely him, and no one else sounded like that.
Yeah,
Tom, I love you, but you're the worst. You're not the worst live, but you. Gosh, that would be so bad if he heard this. And
Tom,
then,
I'm gonna jump in right now and correct my idiot friend here. You are not a horrible singer.
Okay,
you just sound 100% like yourself. I'm just going to say that.
I'm saying the produced version of Tom DeLonge is a very special thing to me. The live version of Tom DeLonge is a much lesser version of that.
Yeah. No, there is definitely a way to produce Tom's vocals. And he did it well.
Absolutely.
He did it so well.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I like the way his voice sounds, and pretty much everything he's made since then, though. He's got his vocal tones down. There's just, the world cannot deny how fucking amazing Blink-182 was in that time.
Blink-182 is another band that people...
Got a tattoo on my leg right here, B182. My girlfriend gave it to me.
Oh, sweet. That's
cool,
all right.
Cool little side note.
I'd seen that. That was tapped in with a pick or
we ordered tattoo needles offline and some tattoo ink. It's called a stick and poke. It's better to do it that way than use Bic ink. I've seen some people use like pen ink. They'll just empty it out and with a little needle. But
I don't know if I'd be into doing that.
It's not that bad. It looks all right. You have to have somebody with a steady hand do it. It takes a lot of patience, and it hurts like a motherfucker.
Speaking of hurt, I hope that Egan is Eagles is doing.
I hope he hasn't bled out.
I hope he hasn't bled out. That was kind of painful. I didn't want to.
Should we talk about what happened?
Did we say?
I don't know if we said exactly what happened. We said he got injured. Did we say he got cut by his drone?
Oh, I am.
He snatched that thing right out of the air.
We're flying a drone. We were taking it off this sailboat that we're on right now, cruising around, and the blade. We were getting a little bit too wild. The blade hit Egan's hand and just sliced the shit out of it, and he started squirting blood out of his hand. And I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I didn't even notice it happened until like 3 takes. I looked. I was like, oh, that sucks. That sucks. Oh, that really sucks. That's a real bad thing to have happened right now.
We gotta. We're
lucky he didn't lose the whole finger. Like, how would we do the podcast?
Egan, how is the finger doing now?
We're asking Egan right now how his finger's doing.
Via walkie-talkie.
There's a helicopter right here that's freaking me out.
That's a much bigger drone to cut you right there. That cut would be even worse.
I always wonder with a helicopter blade, like I feel like if you threw a rock into it, there's a helicopter right now landing or crashing.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what's happening, but it seems like it's crashing next to us right now.
It looks like a plane just crashed right next to us. It looks like some mustard gas was just released out of a mortar or something. Oh my God. This is going to be fun. All right, we're about to drive right through this.
And we're cruising by it.
Yeah, this is the mist. We're going into the mist.
What a moment to capture.
Wow. Yeah. I don't remember what we were talking about before that. Something about Blink-182.
I'm going to use these binoculars to see what's going on.
Yeah, Logan and I really like Blink-182. That was a landing? Wow. It's incredible. I wonder what that helicopter's doing here. Why would that helicopter need to land Because if you're not watching this right now, you have no idea what this looks like. But we're basically in a narrow river with both sides have things on it. One side is just, I don't know, what is over there? There's nothing over there.
We have no idea even what's over there.
There's nothing.
We'll
it looks
find
like
out later.
farmland maybe, but why would a helicopter just land right in the middle of that?
Anywho,
Man, I think I would prefer to be a helicopter pilot than an airplane pilot.
yeah. Well, okay. In comparison to what, like an F-16 or something, or
Well, okay, if we're talking jets,
yeah.
obviously I'd rather be a jet pilot. In fact, actually, when I was a kid, that's what I wanted to be. Like from the age of 2 till 10,
Yeah.
I was going to be in the Navy. And I was going to
Whoa.
fly F-14 Tomcats off of an aircraft carrier.
Really?
Yeah. All because of Top Gun. Yeah. I got obsessed. I made model airplanes. I like read books about.
Really?
Yeah. And then
Didn't know that.
I got realized that was not for me. That was just not the way I was going to go. I have
Really?
asthma. I'm pigeon-toed, and I love weed way too much. I don't think it's going to work out. But that would have been fun. In terms of not being a jet pilot specifically, I think being a helicopter pilot would be sick. Actually, now I'm starting to second guess what I was saying because
Yeah.
there's really kind of a limited amount of places you can go with a helicopter.
Bill Burr has a helicopter,
Oh, no kidding.
and Bill Burr works out at my gym.
So what you're saying is, let's hit up Bill Burr, get some helicopter lessons.
So-
Can't be that hard.
So Bill Burr, I was at the gym a couple weeks ago and discovered for the first time that I was like, oh, and sometimes I'll see like famous people there, and I
Yeah.
was like, and I'm a big fan of Bill Burr, and when I saw him, I'm like, holy crap, that is him. Maybe he flew here on his helicopter
Yeah.
to go and lift some weights next to me. We were literally sharing the machine together. So cool.
Is that a thing? Can people just fly around in LA with their helicopters?
I mean, I think you can get from like a particular pain in the ass location
to
quickly.
another
I don't
really
know exactly.
high skyscraper with a landing pad on it. Okay, you know what? I take it back. I think I want to be a pilot on planes. I want to be a plane pilot because you could literally just like you and your friends go somewhere
Yeah.
far away. It's hard to do that in a helicopter.
I've never been in a helicopter. Have you?
Actually, no. I've never been in a helicopter,
We are watching.
as far as I know.
We are about to cruise past this helicopter.
Look at this thing.
Yeah, it's
Look at this thing. That makes a drone look.
dangerous.
Yeah, if the drone was that big, oh God. Think about if that was the size of a drone. Just a quadcopter that big. Be terrifying. Yeah, well, I stand by my answer. I stand by my feelings on this. I think it's probably the smart way to go, is to become a pilot in an airplane.
Yeah.
Oh, but there's also another option. You could become a captain on a boat.
What would a life at sea look like?
I'm going to go ask one. We have a captain on the boat. I'm going to
All
go see
right.
if I can ask.
Skylar's
Ask
getting
one of
up.
these.
I'm gonna send a message to Egan.
Captain Ken,
Egan.
I need to speak with you for a second. Please come over here. Just really quick question for you. What would life at sea be like, do you think?
How long at sea?
If that was like your life, because we were just debating whether a helicopter pilot would be cooler or an airplane pilot would be cooler, but we're thinking maybe a sailboat captain would be the coolest.
The coolest.
Why?
Because you're going to different places, and remember, sailing is an adventure from the start.
And it's not quick. It's not a quick journey.
Right. All the other ones are a destination to reach some point. Sailing is all about the process.
That's right. It's about the journey. I agree. I totally agree with that. Sailing and boating in general, it's about the journey.
Awesome. The journey. I think it is about. We were talking earlier with some of our.
It's about the band journey.
Talking with some of our team here about the sailboat being a way to you get there and then you are just already there. There's no journey. It's not about the journey as much as it is you arriving. Or no, what did he say? Do you remember? Now I'm fucking up everything
is
you
this
just
we're talking
said. Our crew.
Oh, the captain. What the captain just said to me, he just said that it's about the journey, not getting there quickly with sailing.
Okay, got it.
And I think maybe that's a nice metaphor for life.
I like that.
Yeah. I actually don't. I really like to get places super fucking fast. Don't you?
I do. I you know what? I'm like, if I'm driving in my car or something, I am pretty pretty relaxed about the whole thing. I like to listen to music or like get on a phone call or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And just hang out. I'm all about that. And that's why like when I moved to LA, it wasn't very problematic for me. People get very upset with the traffic and people drive like a bunch of lunatics.
Yeah.
But as long as someone's not putting my life in danger,
Yeah.
I'm pretty chill.
I feel like that's the two things I hear the most from Northern Californians about Southern California is traffic and air quality. Like those are the two horrible things about LA. Since you lived in Northern California for so long, would you say that is enough of a reason not to move to LA?
No. I mean, I think the benefit of living in a place like LA, of being, at least for me, being surrounded by creative people is the most, being in a community of people that are creatives is the most important thing to me. Absolutely. Because when you're not surrounded by like-minded people, I don't know. I think you get juice and fuel from that. Oh my God, this helicopter is so loud.
There's so much air coming off that thing.
This is insane.
It's real power. It's some real power right there.
I don't know why this is happening, but it's happening right now.
Yeah, helicopters like landing and taking off is basically just like watching fireworks. It's just an epic thing to happen. You just never get to see it very often. Unless you're in the military or work in a hospital.
Absolutely.
That has one. Yeah, I agree with you though. I think that's why I love living in LA the most now, is I get to be around creative people all the time, which wasn't the case. You know,
it's really, I think, because we spent all of our time creating over the last 10 years together, and I think not a problem for us, but we've been limited by you get limited by other people that are able to kind of come in and teach you something like we were talking about earlier. We learn from each other and we grow with each other, but when you have somebody in the mix with you, you can kind of level up really fast.
Yeah, absolutely.
And learn something new that you can kind of take with you. And I think that's something, being in LA, you're surrounded by people that are at a higher, not necessarily at a higher creative level, but at a different creative level where you can learn something and put that in your toolbox, which I think is really cool.
They know more than you.
Not the other day, but a while ago, I had the opportunity of walking over to a friend's place, and they were writing a song together, and it was truly the first time I had actually walked into a studio situation where a song was being created in front of me, and it wasn't like something we were doing. I was like, holy crap, this is cool.
Yeah, it's not something you find too often. I mean, I'm sure that exists pretty much everywhere, but in the Bay where I'm from, yeah, not so much.
Where I'm from, baby.
Yeah, where we're both from, not so much. So it is nice to be in LA, and obviously, you know, the more you're around people, this applies to anything that you try to do. You just put yourself in a room with people who are better at something than you, and you're gonna get better at it.
Oh yeah.
That's it. You gotta take that ego. You gotta bear it real deep.
Yeah.
Just push it down.
I need to set my margarita, but I'm almost done with it.
Damn, you really are.
Dude,
right. Here, let's kill these right now.
Are you you have a lot.
It's going down. It's going
All
down the
right.
hatch.
It is a sugary
There's a
beverage.
lot of salt. There's a lot of salt at the bottom of that drink.
I'm so glad.
Oh God, that has purified my organs.
I'm still thinking about Egan's wound.
Yeah, I know. We should probably put some salt on it. We have plenty.
We do have plenty. Egan, let's put some salt in your drone wound from our margarita.
Egan, can we put some salt in your wound? We don't want it to get infected.
You guys are sweet, but I think I'm gonna be just fine.
We're no doctors. We're not medical professionals. He's probably right.
We should have a segment on
I'm
here.
just gonna make him a margarita.
We should have a segment on here where it's just like our opinions. We're gonna speak in a factual form, and it doesn't matter if our facts are totally fucked.
We'll call it facts as told by lay people. Like we'll just like tell you all the things that we think. Hi. Thank you.
We're getting some shout outs.
You have a great time.
Some shout outs from land.
Aw. Catch some fish. She said catch some fish. We aren't really fishing though.
No, we're just we're drone casting.
We're fishing for some likes and comments and subscriptions, actually.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
is what
yeah,
we're
yeah,
doing.
yeah, yeah.
Get that.
Get working, people. Get going on that.
On your smart device.
Subscribe.
Whatever it may be.
Ring the bell. Download our music. You know what?
Gong the bell. Don't. I mean, if you truly dislike this.
Yeah.
If you truly dislike
You're
this,
not here anyways,
You're
but-
definitely not listening right now. But if you still are and you dislike this, please down-like this for me.
No.
Just do it.
No.
It's better. It's better than nothing. It's better than nothing.
No.
You know what? Nobody's going to down-like this.
Is that what it's called? A down like? I thought it was
I
like
actually don't know. I think it's
dislike.
dislike.
A
I just
dis-
think of thumbs down, so I said down-like.
Have you?
That
Do you,
makes no
do you ever
sense.
go on YouTube and rate anything yourself?
Absolutely.
Really?
All day, every day.
That's a question I don't ask people often, but I didn't know that you were a
I am a very consistent liker
Yeah.
and commenter now on videos.
Really?
Can you fucking believe that?
Who's do you comment
You
on?
don't want to know. It's boring.
Philip DeFranco.
It's boring.
What do you?
Okay.
I think that the blah 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 blah.
Well, it's obvious that you overlooked the. You didn't think about the news article that came out yesterday. It's bipartisan. I one time. This is really embarrassing, but I'm going to tell everybody this just in case anybody else ever finds out.
Yeah.
I was watching a Vice documentary, and for all you listeners out there, I am an avid investor / cryptocurrency fan. So I was watching this Vice special, and at the end of the Vice special, I think it was the end of the year last year, 2000 or maybe it was in 2018. Anyways, they said at the end of the segment, it said the top 10 biggest villains of this year, and the top villain was Bitcoin. The top villain was Bitcoin, and I thought that was so ignorant. I thought that was ignorant as fuck.
Ignorant.
I thought it was ignorant as fuck, and so I basically just like regurgitated this huge nerdy, angry rant,
God,
like
help
you
you.
you didn't consider what you don't know anything about Bitcoin. You're just out there, yeah. And then I said like an idiot. I posted that shit, and like 10 seconds later.
So-
I just felt this doom, this dread. Like
Dude,
I just was that guy.
I
was just that guy right now.
Man, I can't do that.
You've never done that before?
No, because there's
Never
no.
nerd ranted on a YouTube video?
No, I choose to just do that in person instead.
Yeah, that's true.
I
That's
just
the best way
it's
to do
just it doesn't. It's like what's to be gained from that? I don't know.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Zero gains. If anything, it's going to haunt me for the rest of my life. So it's like it took some of my soul away by
Yeah.
doing that. So if you're out there and you're thinking about doing that on our video, you know what? Go ahead. Because it's going to suck some of your soul away.
Yeah, we'll probably no. Yeah, I listen often to different either podcasts or YouTube, whatever it is, where they talk about the being in the world of the comments you'll read through all of the comments that are positive. Yeah, and you'll hit one that'll just touch you a little bit, and
Yep.
your day is fucked.
Totally. Oh, that's, yeah. Yeah, especially when it's about you, right? It was directly
No, it's
about
when it rings truth. A little
yes,
bit of truth. Where you're like, I
yes.
thought that.
Yes.
I thought that,
Yes.
and I wasn't being honest with it, or I was kind of half-assing this. You're right, and now it's officially right.
And I cannot hide. There's
oh
nowhere
my
to
God,
hide.
that sounds painful as shit.
Yeah, do you remember when we shot that like live impromptu performance on the staircase a long time ago?
In LA,
I think it was in LA. It was like right
Yeah.
when we were sort of starting. I think we were talking to label and stuff. I don't remember what was happening, but like I remember we did the performance, and then
Yeah.
about a week later, it was posted, and like 3 comments down,
because we didn't post it, somebody else posted
some
it.
asshole said, "This guy's horrible."
Oh, I didn't see that.
You didn't see that? They said, "This guy is horrible," and you know who they're talking about. They're talking about the singer. They're not talking about you. They're
Yeah,
talking about the singer.
they're talking about you.
Yeah. They're talking about me, motherfucker. And he's like, "This guy is horrible," and I lost it.
Really?
I just lost it. I was just like, I can't fucking believe that. And from this day on, it's been a growing experience, obviously. Like,
Sure.
now somebody's definitely gonna say that right now, like a million times on this video, but I'll be fine. I've been through it. I've been through the fire. I've seen fire. I've seen rain.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That's the thing is it easier just to not look at all? What's the what is there to be actually gained from doing that? Just
Nothing. It's like your ego. It's like the part of your subconscious that wants you to hurt, is what wants you
I want
to
to find
look.
out. I want to find out that I truly suck.
Yeah. I need some confirmation on what I already believe about myself. But anyways, yeah, that was rough. So I've been guilty of it myself too, and I've gone on and I've said some shit, and I regret that. But you guys just go down there and say some nice things.
Yeah,
you know,
only
about
say
Logan's
really
hair.
nice things.
Say some
Send us little goodies like Swedish fish,
Yeah, can
watermelon Sour Patch.
the Sour Patch watermelon,
Dude, those
please.
are-
As much of that as you can spare.
Was watermelon Sour Patch?
I think so. Yeah, that's a Sour Patch product. I don't think that's the name of the company. but-
Sour Patch Kids?
I mean, that's the name of the candy. Is that the name of the company?
I don't know.
Anyways, just send us all the candy.
Yeah.
Just make sure that it doesn't have any hazelnut or peanuts in it, please. Is hazelnut a nut that was like left intact in candy, or is that just sort of a flavor additive?
No, a hazelnut is a hazelnut.
I know it is, like literally a hazelnut, but when you see hazelnut in candy, is it like a hazelnut chilling in the candy? I think typically it's just flavoring.
It can be both, I feel.
Yeah, I may be daft. I'm not sure.
It can be a hazelnut, like chunks, or just the flavoring. I like hazelnut.
Nougat.
Nougat I like too.
Nougat's good. We'll take some of that.
Nougat's really nice.
We'll take some. You're not into Halo Top ice cream anymore. I'm into Halo Top, but what are you into now? It's the new one.
Yeah, I've graduated to it enlightened.
Enlightened.
I'm enlightened now.
How sick would it be if some enlightened ice cream just came out of the bottom of that boat? It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't think we have that on board.
I don't think that's
Maybe a
possible. There's no
Dorito,
freezer on this boat. It's too hot.
This is nice. We're out here right now, and the sun is looking juicy.
Yeah, it's
I don't
finally just a little above room temperature.
Silence.
Yeah, it's okay to be silent sometimes.
It is okay to be silent.
I
Just
think
listen.
silence should be embraced.
It can be, but maybe not on a thing that people are listening to. Or
Yeah.
or maybe we'll just turn up the volume of the ambience. Hold on, 3, 2, 1, listen.
Turn it up.
Sounds like water and jet skis in the
Are you
background.
feeling meditative? We should do that sometime. We should do like a series of meditative videos,
Oh.
in conjunction with being counselors. I think we'd be good at both.
I like the idea of giving people. I like when I listen to a podcast or like a YouTube video and they give their opinion or they give them helpful. What is it? Feedback, advice. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, they give advice, but they just kind of admit that I don't fucking know, but I'm going to try.
These research results have not been confirmed by the FDA or any other federal or anyone else, but you should believe me. Oh, you've heard of Goop, right?
What is that?
Goop? What's that actress's name? Oh, and she has a company called Goop, and they sell like really bogus. She's a huge actress too. She was I'm horrible with actor and actresses' names. It'll never change. But she was Tony Stark's girlfriend.
Oh, dude, this is going to be brutal for.
Yeah.
No, not going
Yeah,
there
just
yet.
comment it down below and say you guys suck. Do that.
We need to figure out a way when we can't think of the name of something just to make it clear, like blank, moving on.
Yeah, just make a fart noise and then move on. I think her company Goop, Philip DeFranco, bless his soul, just did something on that, and she sells these little eggs that are supposed to be inserted vaginally,
Yeah.
and they're supposed to clean out a woman and like give her like vaginal health, but there's absolutely no proof that it does anything, and none of the stuff that's in it actually does anything.
Maybe we should make a product that we just say does something, but we have no type of backing behind it, no
listening.
type of scientific backing, but we just create a product that is the same thing. What would it be?
What would we do? It could be like a mood enhancement jewelry.
Penis ring.
It's a Prince Albert that increases your mood and your sexual stamina.
Trust us.
$300, and you have a lifetime membership to penis rings.
Okay.
We like penis jokes. We like poo-poo jokes. We like butt jokes. So if you guys don't like that, go ahead and smash that like button. And go ahead and comment that down below because we love that shit. So.
Smash that like button. That's funny.
Oh, just so you guys know, there's a boat coming by right now that looks really strange. It's like a flat boat. I've seen it a couple times today. I don't know what you call that kind of boat, but it looks like a tissue box.
That's cool. What's
Yeah,
up, Tissue Box Boat?
I'm into that. That's cool.
Well, we finished the margaritas, dude.
Dude, I
want to just lick this salt off.
I don't feel it at all. I don't feel a bit of it. Just went right through me. Can you get some more? Some more Quavo?
It's awesome. Okay, we need to do is
Should we talk about something important real quick?
Well, we need to take this song and we need to send it off into the universe.
We need to do that. Hey, if you guys don't know what our process is, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this tape right here. Let me see where that eject button is.
This is the tape.
I can find the eject button.
This is the tape that we of Young Dumb Fever, the #1 copy of it, the original edition that we hand cut ourselves and placed upon this tape. You know, and the thing
I
is,
glued this thing on here. This thing is this. I feel connected to this piece of art.
this thing was this actually the tape that our tapes are on are actually just old ass 30-year-old tapes that were found in my mom's
Yeah, we find them
basement.
in your like closet or something.
Yeah, and we just put our own music on it and record this experience onto it, and then we take this tape. What do we do with the tape, Skylar?
We take the tape and we put it into this canister. What is this? This is a giant. It looks like a pipe bomb. It looks like something menacing, but it's not. What it really is a hiding device. It's a little home for this tape.
So it's kind of like a PVC. It's like a PVC pipe with our logo on it and a little blue tassel. And this thing is where we stick the tape. We got a case.
We got a case.
We got a case for it just to keep it safe.
We're gonna put the case. Why are we putting this in here?
Well, okay, we put the tapes, like these original versions of the song, we put them in this container, and then you listener, bless you, we put this out kind of somewhere near here, and you can come and find it yourself and actually like listen to this
We're
thing.
gonna hide this thing somewhere. It's gonna be geocached.
Yeah, you can like there's like a geocache app you can use to go and find this thing, or you can, maybe we'll make a map for it or something, and you can find this thing, leave your name in it, we'll maybe leave some goodies in it, and take a picture and send it to us.
Oh, we should put some candy in it.
Dude, we should put some Swedish fish in this
Put
one.
some Swedish fish in it. They're gonna be rotten as heck. They're gonna be all moldy.
They will be-
and ants are gonna be crawling all over it. But if you reach your hand in there and you pull that tape out anyways, even though there's red ants all over your hand, and you take a selfie with it, if you take a selfie with this thing and you tag us, what we're gonna do is we're going to put your name. That's right, your name, and we're gonna laser cut it into this table.
Yeah, we're gonna take whoever can find this canister with the tape in it. We're gonna make you a part of this little experience. What do you think about that?
That sounds amazing. I think I know at least a few people who are going to be interested in having their names on this table. So if you want to have your name on this table, if you even potentially maybe at some point would like an opportunity to be involved in one of these podcasts, we're talking about that. You need to go out and find this thing. You need to go out and find this thing.
Would you go and do that yourself?
Yeah, I would, because I like scavenger hunts.
Scavenger hunts are sweet. Or did you ever do like a time capsule when you were in any school?
I think
school?
so. Actually, it wasn't at school. It was Boy Scouts. I did a time capsule once with Boy Scouts, and we buried it somewhere in the woods. It's probably still there.
That's
From
awesome.
when I was like 12. I
Dude,
have
you need to go
no
find-
idea what's in there. And I have actually absolutely no idea where that campground was because I was 12 years old, but I could maybe try to find out. That's a good point. I should find that.
Dude, this tape that we're putting in this tube is going to turn in just to mold at a point, I think.
Yeah, I think if nobody smashes like and then goes and finds this thing, we're going to probably have just a moldy tape. But we're proud of this song. We hope you guys like it.
Go and play this thing. Don't listen to this a million times. Go and play it on Spotify or get it. We need those numbers, yo.
Yeah.
We always need those numbers.
Yeah, we're number hungry.
What if you could just
We're selfish and self-absorbed people, and we need your love to confirm
just to confirm our existence that what we do is
worth something.
Yeah, pretty much.
You could also just like hate on us super hard, and that's fine too. I love margaritas. Just realized that.
Margaritas are bomb. Are you?
I think it's about that time.
All right.
I think it's about the time I'm about to fall off this fucking boat.
Okay. Thank you for listening. Hit us up. Love
we
you
adore
all.
you. We adore you dearly.
We'll
Ciao.
talk to you soon. Bye bye.